It's on! Hey, everybody. Wow, one of us is having a better day than the other three. That is
man.
More than obvious. Welcome to another edition of Disney Parks Talk Live, the weekly show in which we review the week in Disney and sometimes other theme park news. My name is Dewey Mosley. I am the Doobie Mosley. My New Year's resolution is to try to enunciate better. My name is Doobie Mosley. I am the co-founder of Laughing Cliff, the co-host of this show. To my left is my wife, Rebecca Mosley.
Hi, everybody.
Below her, putting on his jacket, coming to us live from the Disneyland Resort, is our Vice President of SoCal Theme Parks, Michael Celestino.
Live from the planet Batu.
Oh, even better. You just covered up the Batu on your shirt, though. You trying to go incognito?
Sorry.
Yeah. And the fourth member of our team coming to us live from regions which are top secret and known only to Benji and Luke is Jeremiah. How you doing, Jeremiah?
I am doing well, sir. And yourself?
I am doing okay.
There's a hidden buzz on his shirt somewhere, right?
Let's see. Let's get him close.
Yeah, there he is.
I never noticed that when Buzz has his helmet up, its shape is kind of the same as Alien.
Yeah. Makes him blend in with all the little green aliens.
All right, so let's get started. As always, folks, we are live. No, Jeremiah does not know where he is. You're right, Gio. Benji knows where he is, and Luke knows where he is, but Jeremiah.
I have to put in the secret code, and it doesn't tell me where I am, just how to get there.
All right, so we're going to get started with the big news today. There was a game yesterday, and the Kansas City Chiefs won with the help of a questionable call.
What questionable call?
As a result, Patrick Mahomes got to go to Disneyland today. One does wonder, did he have to get a reservation, and was he concerned about canceling it if he lost the game? I'm not sure, but he did.
I know he got DCA, so he had to wait till 11 a.m. to actually come to Disneyland.
Okay, well, good thing that maybe that's why they scheduled the parade for 1:30, just to be sure he would be able to cross over. Mike was there before. We've got a clip of the parade I'm going to show you in a moment. Before I do, I want to get from Mike, one of the biggest sports fans I know. In fact, his father is a professional sports person. Mike, how thrilling was it to be in the presence of Patrick Mahomes?
Boy, let me tell you how little I would have even recognized this person if he wasn't on a big float next to Mickey Mouse.
So disappointing.
Did you watch the game at all?
I watched a movie yesterday called White Noise with Adam Driver and Greta Gerwig.
Heard of that. All right, let's watch a bit of this parade. First of all, let's all be thankful Mike at least filmed the right person.
Wait, hold up. I have a question for Mike.
Yeah.
Were all the big cameras set up at Christmas Tree Point?
Yes, they put me right next to all the big media, so they had all their huge professional cameras.
Because
and I was training with my phone.
I was just finding it really funny because here he comes. He's coming down from Sleeping Beauty Castle, and right around the time he gets right in front of Christmas Tree Point, he starts filming with his own cell phone. These all. I'm thinking, good thing those zoom lenses probably got some really nice shots when he was way down the street.
Yeah.
He was right up on the hood, had that cell phone right in front of his face.
I've seen a number of these. Sorry, I'm just going to mute. That's not a mute. Yeah, just for Mike. Can you easily mute yourself, Mike?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, just unmute when you want to talk, so you're in control. But otherwise, you can keep out the background noise.
Too much ambient.
Yeah. But don't hesitate when you have something to say, Mike, because we want to hear from you.
Wait, Mike took an Ambien?
Okay.
So I've seen a number of these parades. We've covered lots of these, Rebecca. They're not always as into it as Pat Mahomes is here. He seems to be having a really, really good time on top of that float. Don't you think?
I like this song way better than the one that the Anaheim Angels got back in 2002. Remember that? It was just like
Yes.
it was just some booming voice that just said World Series champion
2002.
So there'd be like a little bit of music, but I like the celebrate da 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 da, celebrate da 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 da.
On occasion, they'll bring more than one person. He looks really lonely up there. I feel like they brought him here. He doesn't have his family. It's just him and Mickey.
But his family was with him, as was evidenced in other tweets throughout the day. I know some people saw him with his family at the park, so they just didn't parade with him. It would seem.
So I think Mike did that on purpose, just so he could sit there and eat his popcorn.
I know, right, man? Smart move. Sitting in noisy spots so he could just look pretty and eat popcorn.
And no, Disney Parks didn't stream it this year, and unfortunately, we weren't able to stream it either because we only had one person there. So,
by the way, Broken Jeremiah wants to know what Mike is drinking.
This is called the Melu Run juice from Ronto Roasters, and I got them. Black. Wait, what is this called? Batu Mix. Batu Mix? Is that right?
You're not sure what planet you're on?
Are you asking something or just
I think that's right. Is it Black Spire Mix or Batu Mix? Anyway,
it's Batu Mix.
Batu Mix, yeah. Because there's Mantel Mix on Dad. So.
Okay, so that juice is like a mixture of pineapple, lemonade, blueberry, cranberry, lemon, and desert pear.
That sounds exactly right.
Is it tart?
Not terribly. No, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike. Want to take that down? There we go. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. And then we just had some breaking news. Unfortunately, our breaking news bumper is in the other brand, but we've got costumes, folks. Always a big moment when something is coming and we get
better, please.
I'm sorry?
Can you say it as it is written?
Mickey's Toontown cast members' costumes.
Thank you.
Revealed ahead of
Annunciation.
And that's my New Year's resolution. So there they go. These are not boring. I really like them. They are bright and cheerful. I know, Rebecca, you are our fashion reporter for the PM. What do you think of these?
They're bright and cheerful.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Thanks, Rebecca. All right.
I would love to go back. I don't remember all the costumes from Toontown when it first opened, but I know the houses all had the same, and then the food places, and the trolley had one, and then Roger Rabbit. So they had 4. So this is 5 now. So,
yeah, and there's quite the hodgepodge. I don't know. Seriously, what do you guys think of these? To me, they look good, but just more hodgepodge than I would have expected. They look like they were put together by Gadget. What do you guys think?
They feel kind of Batuan, but yet brightly colored. It's like a very similar, to me. When I look at it, I think this is a very similar like design piece together, but instead of with earth tones, we're going with incredibly brightly colored tones, but similar, clothing. So, by the way, it's called an outpost mix. I looked it up.
I'm gonna take Mike off of here until he resolves whatever's going on down there. So once again, that smoothly segues. You good, Mike?
Sorry, yeah, a local Batuan was inquiring what I was up to.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to ask though. Speaking of Batu, do you think that the Toontown cast members are mixing and matching, like allowed to put together, assemble their own
that's what it feels like.
Outfits and ensemble?
That's what it feels like. It feels like you have, an orange shirt and a green shirt and red pants and pink pants and orange pants, and you can kind of, throw them around a little bit. I don't know for sure because.
Let me help you. These new mix and match costumes allow cast members to showcase their personalities with optional accessories. Other highlights includes breathable fabrics and inclusive sizing.
If only they brought that to Florida.
So now we need to have like costume bingo cards, and you can like create all the different mixes and matches and see how long it takes you to get a bingo of the different style options that are available from cast member costumes.
Costumes. So that is our breaking news for today. Thank you, Disney, for providing that to us. Tomorrow, I don't know why in the world I just said the word tomorrow. Our next story, we're going to the East Coast. Well, I have no clue. Not a clue in the world.
I think it's like tomorrow's the next day, and you were thinking about the next story. So I can see like.
Can you, Mike?
The next story is the tomorrow of the current
Mike
story.
got the spiked punch, apparently.
I know.
Mike is still on that high from being within touching distance of Patrick Mahomes.
Celebrate.
I wonder if I have a selfie with Patrick from when he was out here.
Did you really selfie with him? That's not very professional, Jeremiah.
Oh, no, he was taking selfies with everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He pulled out
Tron.
the camera in the middle of his parade.
I loved that. That was like the best.
He was live streaming. That'd be pretty cool if he was just streaming that point of view.
He would have gotten shut down because of the music.
That's why I left the clip kind of long when I sent it over to Jeremiah for Insta, because it was too cute to see him pull out his phone and start filming.
All right, Jeremiah, back to important things. Tron Lightcycle Run previews. Tell me about them.
Well, today we found out, not only did we find out that annual pass holders are going to have their preview, which they gave us vague information on that we can sign up the 15th. No, the 16th?
16th.
16th. D23 is also holding their preview, and tickets for that are $50 per person, gold members only, but they can purchase up to 2 tickets, and those go on sale on the 15th. And then Disney Vacation Club is also holding their preview, which I didn't care enough when their preview signups are. But so all 3 of the major areas that you can get previews are going to be offering tickets shortly. I know the annual pass, we don't know the dates for. The D23, they did say the date because it is a specific date and it's an evening.
March 18th.
March 18th, thank you. So the annual pass will probably be right in that same area, because I also know that they'll be around the time where the media event is.
Can I do a little bit of non-local whining about this?
Of course.
Okay, good, since you haven't said no. So if you're not a local, this dynamic is a bit challenging, because while they're going to open up the annual pass holder, because there's a lot of non-locals who are annual pass holders, but those don't open up until Thursday. But the D23 event opens up the day before, and historically D23 events go so quickly, right? And those have an exact date on them. But you may not want to necessarily pay the $50 to go to the event, even though it does have a lot of additional fun and stuff. They say they're going to plus it, so you're going to get a value for your $50. But yet there's this like weirdness, because you can't be guaranteed you're going to get your AP one. So there's like this impetus to try for this. It's like, I wish they would have given more information about the AP one, so you could have a better idea as to, because if it's like you can sign up to on Thursday, but yet the previews are all a very short time after. Well, a lot of out-of-towners aren't necessarily going to, want to shell out the big bucks to fly out there real quick. But the D23 event is at least a month away, so a little cheaper airfare tends to be. So, like I say, I just wish they would have given us a bit more information.
But
so all that registration is like back to back and all.
I don't even think that's just out of towners. I mean, if you're an annual pass holder and you're local and you want to experience it, you have to make a choice of, do I hope I get it on Friday, or do I guarantee, do I spend the money on Thursday?
Yeah.
You don't have to buy the ticket. But the annual pass, I'm guessing, as they did with Guardians and some of the past stuff, there will be multiple days, multiple times.
Right. No, I'm just saying that since they are having so many events, it would be nice if they gave you a bit more information before since you're having to make these choices, and like I say, that D23 one tends to go so quickly.
Yeah.
So it's like, like I say,
Yeah.
it kind of
No, it is disappointing.
Makes things a bit more complicated than they need to be. But on the flip side, I do understand it, because now you're more inclined to buy the D23. But it's an event. It's not
as a local.
You're not paying for access. You're not paying for access. You're paying.
It's tacky. They should have made the annual pass holder before the D23. So the D23 could have been your next chance. Forcing you to make that call before the AP previews is tacky. It's Chapek-esque, and I expect more from Bob Iger.
Remember, one, Bob Iger laying off 6,000 people. Chapek didn't say how many people he was going to fire. Two,
just keep eating, Mike. You're doing great.
Yes. Two, it's as somebody, I don't know about Mike, but I know 3 of the 4 of us are both an annual pass holder and D23 member, where a lot of locals aren't D23 members. Trust me, from the events I go to, it is not that many people are D23 members.
I am not a D23 member.
So they're punishing me for being their biggest fan, both an AP and a D23 member. I see how it is, Jeremiah. Thank you for being an apologist for that.
I just know that was that was what hit me when I saw it, and that was some of the conversation I had with other D23 APs who don't live in Orlando, who are now trying to figure out.
You can just say Geo. I know he's down there. He's whining enough.
Oh no, Geo too. No, well, Geo is just pointing out that the airfare for whether or not that airfare is going to be rough no matter what. So
apparently it's $7,000.
No,
oh my goodness, Geo, don't go.
I don't think so.
Is that at least helping us round trip?
But yeah.
No, that's one way, and that's in cattle class.
Jeremiah, of course, is very casual in all of this because this awesome video we have of Tron Lightcycle Run was taken by him. He's already done it, and he is now just looking at the rest of the riffraff, trying to figure out how to get on.
Oh no! Trust me, I will be sitting there for the D23 event. I will be sitting there for the AP event. I'm gonna find somebody who is a DVC member and beg them.
How did you shoot this, Jeremiah?
I had a GoPro.
You have to be mounted. Your camera has to be mounted in order to have it. You can't have any loose items.
I actually had this with my GoPro wrist mount, and then nobody had said anything. And the second time they're like, no. And then the conversations had continued that they're only doing chest mounts, but
okay.
Nobody had told me anything about the wrist mounts when I was going on.
Okay.
Because I was there for the first day of the previews.
No, but that's a good tip. You said that later on your experience was that cast members said chest mount is what would be permitted when you were there. Things change, but
no, they did not even say chest mount. That was something I learned from other people.
Okay.
No cell phones, no anything, because when they saw my wrist mount on the second time, they're like, okay, you have to put in a little storage pocket, which was no problem at all.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and then I wanted to show you guys this. So Jeremiah's been on it already. He's also been on it in Shanghai. We're all jealous of Jeremiah. But we do have that awesome video. We have both just a straight ride through of it as well as the entire experience. So please go check that out on our YouTube. Those are both during the day. This was tweeted, which I'm about to show you, by Wes Israd. Wes Israd is probably how he pronounces it. This was tweeted last week. I found this. I showed it on our morning show last week, but I think it's appropriate here. This is not actually on ride. This is from the area and just gives you a sense to how amazing this area is, especially if you're here at the right time of day.
Why didn't you show my fireworks? Pretty.
Yeah, it's even better. This is a spectacular place to watch the fireworks in Toronto.
It is also with the Orange Team Canopy show.
So,
I'm sorry, Upload Conduit.
So really looking forward to the beauty that springs to the atmosphere of Tomorrowland, even aside from the ride itself. And I hope Rebecca, who is our fireworks person, would allow us to watch it from there sometime, because that looks really cool.
They're going to do projections on the Upload Canopy for Wondrous Journeys Eve.
Not that I'm aware of. All right. What did you? I know you're the firework lady, Rebecca. Did that not impress you at all?
I have a lot of reservations about getting too excited about this.
Becca has spoken.
No, I haven't been there.
I just want the fireworks, not like everything. Just the
I just don't know how accessible it's going to be. That's all I mean. I don't think get excited for a view that I can't even access. So I'm waiting to see.
Oh, see, I hadn't thought
Well,
of that.
you can definitely see that because you can stand down there for the walkway. For virtual return times, that'll only be the walkway up. That'll be at the sign.
But maybe they'll block it so people don't crowd there to watch fireworks, Jeremiah. Stranger Things. How was the popcorn, Mike? You seem to be done.
Gets stuck in my teeth a little bit.
Did you finish your drink too soon? You have to keep some drink for after the popcorn. Oh, what a newbie mistake. Come on, Mike.
Terrible.
All right, we're going to stick on the East Coast for a little bit. And Roundup Rodeo
Tomorrow.
BBQ.
I know, tomorrow.
Roundup Rodeo BBQ is coming soon, next month. Reservations, as this is at Disney's Hollywood Studios in Toy Story Land. It's been under construction for quite a while. We've been awaiting it. The opening date is finally close. And today, Imagineering put out a little video to get us excited for it. Let's watch together.
We're here today in the Roundup Rodeo BBQ.
Let's watch together.
What is up with that video? Thank you.
Let's listen to
Hollywood
it.
Studios. This is a new dining destination that will be building onto Andy's backyard at Toy Story Land. As guests walk into the land, you'll have Woody and the Marquee welcoming you into Andy's backyard. And just beyond, you'll see a Western facade and you'll start to smell the barbecue.
Andy has taken cardboard boxes and laid them out in his backyard and then grabbed random toys. And as he's grabbed those random toys, he has assembled this wonderful rodeo location.
We've got the dartboard there on the bottom. Right now you see a dining room that's very open. The major showpieces come in, they're very large pieces. They're centralized to each of the dining rooms because now you see the characters coming out from the dining room. It kind of shows and splits off the area and how everything connects to it. The flooring, the ceilings, the graphics on the walls, all that will tie into those major showpieces.
The imagination of a kid is endless. And so therefore we've tried to kind of encapsulate that imagination. It's been a real challenge, but it's been really exciting and fun.
All right, moving on to our next story real quick. No.
Tomorrow.
Woody's Roundup.
February
also,
21st.
That video must be like months old because I'm pretty sure they've had like the chairs and everything in that building for quite a while.
Anyone else kind of wishes they'd done like an animator's palette thing where it started like black and white and then went color?
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah,
Didn't they do that with it in the horseshoe? Or did they just stay black and white?
I think it was just black and white.
Okay.
When they had the Woody show in there.
They need the turnover in there. Like that's going to be one of those spots where like, sorry, you had 2 bites, you're out.
The food was so good. Are you going to share the food with us? I was scanning through that earlier, Doobie.
Sure, I can try to do that if that was.
Is barbecue accessible to you, Celestino, or do they put in stuff that you can't have?
It depends. I used to love the ribs here at Riverbell Terrace back when that was barbecue for a while.
Okay.
And we used to eat at the Big Thunder Ranch as well.
Big Thunder, man. I loved the barbecue at Big Thunder.
Yeah.
Everybody, Big Thunder Ranch barbecue is the best.
Yeah,
on the metal trays.
So it just depends if they have gluten-free barbecue sauce, but everything else is usually fine.
Are you finding it, Doobie, or do I need to grab it?
No, I gotcha.
Okay. By the way, Kidder, we shared Mike's footage of Mahomes partying down Main Street earlier, so you'll need to hit rewind and catch some of that fun. But look at that. How yummy does that look?
That's going to be one that I just sit at and try everything. Although, when they first debuted it 2 weeks ago, to me it looked very much like Trail's End food.
Little did you know.
Oh, a lot of it is still Trails End and
Now we know
but
what they did with the food from Trails End when they closed it. They just moved it over to Woody's.
yeah. Just keep ordering, relocate the delivery.
Oh man, it looks so yummy.
Does anything here, Mike, look as good as the popcorn you just finished?
I mean,
Mike-
that all looks pretty good.
Yeah, you do have to remember Mike is looking at it on his phone. This is this big.
It's very tiny.
All right, a couple of more Disney World items we'll get to real quick, and then it's time for Mike to take center stage once again. Splash Mountain is progressing.
Hang on, I'm gonna go get another bag of popcorn.
Check it out. It's like
Just leave your
watermelon.
phone there, Mike. Just go get the popcorn, leave your phone, it'll be fine.
They're gonna have watermelon salad. They're gonna have pork ribs. They're gonna have beef brisket. They're gonna have pork sausage, which has an unfortunate name of "there's a sausage in my boot." I'm not a fan. And then barbecue chicken with
And I thought you were just happy to see you.
been brined for 48 hours. Oh, Doobie, for you, they have a slow smoked cauliflower, and they have something called an oven roasted bratwurst in quotes. So to me, that means it's plant based. They also have a quote rib chop, which once again to me would indicate it's and it's an impossible rib chop. So once again, we have some more plant based stuff. Ooh, they have fried pickles. They're pickled spears that are fried.
Can we put
Unfortunately,
Geo in
those aren't
timeout, please?
Could they think of worst names?
Oh, and the baked beans are going to be plant-based, which means I can enjoy them because oftentimes baked beans are done with bacon and I don't eat pork. So that is awesome.
Do you know what this yellow thing is over here? This just looks like a bowl of eggs.
Or mac and
Which
cheese?
one? Which one?
To the big yellow thing, the bright yellow thing.
I'm looking. I'm looking on here to see.
So as a vegetarian, I want to say I'm happy that not only do they have the impossible stuff, but more and more they're doing just like cauliflower or mushroom stuff instead of the fancy high-tech foods. Go Disney. Yes.
Do you think that that's the mac and cheese?
Yes, I do.
It's
I'm not sure
spiral.
why you asked that, Doobie.
I thought it looked like eggs.
Spiral mac and cheese. So it's not mac and cheese, but they call it mac and cheese because it's a noodle covered in cheese sauce, but it's spirally stuff. They have home style red skin potato salad. That's down there in the corner.
Yeah.
And then those biscuits that Mike can't have sound really good though, because they're cheddar biscuits with a sweet pepper jelly.
So this looks to me like probably just about one of everything on the menu. If we got together, purchased one of everything, put it on a table, and said, Mac, finish it. Do you think that's a good idea? That'd be a fun challenge for Mac. He finishes it, he gets it all for free. He doesn't, he's out of a job. I think that'd be fun.
I like Mac, so I would not say yes.
I want to read you the desserts, and then you guys can rank them for me, okay? Well,
Okay.
Except for Mike,
What's
because we won't want any of them.
You get a burrito with the potato salad.
Yeah. Okay,
your
so they have a
spirit.
lemon and blueberry cheesecake. So it's a cheesecake with blueberries and lemons. Then you have a chocolate silk pie. So it's layers of graham cracker crust with chocolate mousse and then a chantilly cream. And then, so that sounds to me like a parfait. And then they have an apple pie. So you have apples and a crumble crust and a sweet filling. And then they have a peach strawberry pie. So you have those tangy strawberries and some peaches. So yeah, which one of those is the one you're gonna try first?
Forky.
Okay, yeah, I didn't talk about the Forky cupcake. It's just a cupcake with ganache and graham crackers.
No, I like the apple pie one. That probably looks the best.
Yeah.
You said something that sounds like a peach cobbler, basically, right?
Yeah, peach strawberry pie.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And then Mike's gonna have like a scoop of ice cream, I think.
Oh, and they're gonna have margaritas with watermelon and a bit of spice and like a smoky flavor to it. Oh yeah.
It is the studios where everything must have
A
alcohol.
frozen peanut butter and jelly with peanut butter whiskey.
That's
Right,
where
so-
Mac tries things is really going to happen. Finish things.
Get to the alcohol, yeah. One of everything on the alcohol menu for Mac. That's right. How about Mac has to pay and he loses his job all at once. It's just make it even more difficult.
Are we talking
All right.
about him being VP again?
Splash Mountain, Jeremiah. What is going on over there lately? I'm guessing these are your pictures.
Yes. The walls have gotten bigger and bigger. They put up these really nice signs, which in the past, when they put up signs, it's usually just normal wood paint. These are actually metal, and I can't think of the word right now, but
Tomorrow?
yes, tomorrow. They are metal tomorrow signs. And all the way around, they're putting up a lot of the scaffolding. If you look down at the splashdown area and the run out at the bottom, they've torn up some of that. So they're getting ready to remove and fix or adjust the size of that. Briar Patch sign is gone. The Briar Rabbit, Bear, and Fox are gone from the train station. So it is moving forward. As soon as the last Splash Mountain sign disappears, I will no longer call them Splash updates. They'll be Tiana updates.
That's the line for you?
Yes.
Wow. So as fast as they're moving, this thing should be open by what, late 2024?
No, I think summer 2024.
Is it summer? I really thought they were saying late.
Maybe that's Disneyland, babe.
I don't remember exactly. Let me go to a website. What's a good website I can get this information from? Is it laughingplace.com?
Everything I see says late 2024, including go.com, which is really the definitive on that one.
So late 2024.
Yeah, you don't want it open for summer. It might be too popular. And finally,
Christmas time is the best time to open a Splash Mountain, as Disneyland found. Oh wait, never mind.
And in preparation for the April 4th Bust-a-Moo opening of Tron Lightcycle Run, what's going on in Tomorrowland, Jerm?
We saw this as we were getting ready for the preview that we did. Mac and I saw this line of workers up Space Mountain where they're handing each other just poles, and now they're starting from the top and working their way down. Well, they're starting at the top and working their way around for a repainting of Space Mountain. So hopefully the bright whiteness will return. I drove by today, and you can definitely tell the panels that they have done, and they're putting it up on the upper spires because they have to have support for the cast members and the workers to go up there and do it. Yes, the worker ants is.
So I've been watching the characters. There's a lot of characters around today, and I've been enjoying watching them pass. That's my excuse for why I was not paying attention.
There was nothing for you to pay attention to. It just the thought you just sitting there looking around just cracked me up.
But yeah, they're repainting. I thought originally they weren't going to have it done by 404, but it looks like as it's going, they're doing a really quick job for it. So hopefully, for the grand opening when they have the bands out on the People Mover track and all that.
First of all, what is a Satsuma? Anybody know? No.
I thought it was some sort of orange, so what do I know?
And this is great. Mike's definitely sat in the back.
I think the Satsuma is that thing that dangles down in the back of your mouth, right?
No, it's a mandarin orange.
Why would you say that, Mike? That's disgusting.
See? Yeah,
Okay.
I'm right. It's a cutie.
Some people say Satsuma when cutie will suffice. That says a lot about you, Nikki B.
Don't they call them halos where Jeremiah is?
Yeah, halo oranges.
Yeah, over here we call them cuties. Over there they call them halos. It's kind of like Elvin's and Best Foods.
Except in Washington where they call them Satsuma. All right.
Those are actually crayons.
Jeremiah, you may take a break. Mike Celestino,
Okay.
you're on. As we head to the West Coast, as previously mentioned, Toontown has been delayed. Mike, how disappointed are you for this 11-day delay?
More concerned than disappointed because I had the day, reserved. We were ready to go March 8th. I have friends in town on the day it's actually going to open now, but I will be here. Like, we were planning on taking our friends from New York to Disneyland that day, so I'll be here. I just don't know how much time I'm going to have to actually cover it. That's my concern. We've booked the next day just in case. I don't know what all is happening with that, but it was a little bit of a disappointment that they moved this date to a less convenient date for me. It's my job to cover it. It does affect me.
I will say that I did get the call because I'm going to be out on vacation a few days later from our CEO going, so can you go out a little bit earlier?
Okay.
Well, I cannot.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
No.
Okay, luckily we have a large team. Someone will be there undoubtedly to cover the opening of Toontown.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that.
Here's
Mike.
a picture of the line for Toontown going back to Coke Corner for no reason.
Follow me to Toontown.
Excitement.
Also coming in just 2 days.
If I was local, I'd be in that line. Why
Mike,
not?
Are you going to be there to see Moon Girl?
Well, this is another thing where I have something else going on because I'm going to be at Universal for the grand opening of Super Nintendo World. So unfortunately, I'm not coming down from Moon Girl, but I will be back here on Friday.
But as you speak about our large team,
is there somebody coming on Wednesday?
Yeah, okay. My understanding is Laughing Place will have someone there to provide images of Moon Girl's DCA arrival.
I wasn't privy to that.
And let's watch this preview of Moon Girl's arrival. They don't usually do one of these for a new character coming. This is pretty cool.
My feet touch the ground. Here I am, world. Can I trumpet sound? Yeah.
Audio.
I've arrived. And me and my girls look a dick to slide. Swerve. Better make way, skirt. I got rules to break.
And I was trying to think when we talked about this last week on our morning show. Is this the first Avengers Campus character that's based on an animated character instead of a live action?
That's why she's not in Avengers Campus.
Yeah, they put her over by where the Spidey and his amazing friends photo are.
Okay. And that's not considered Avengers Campus?
Hollywoodland.
Part of Hollywoodland, yeah.
All right.
It's just like when they had Spider-Man and them over there from the Spider-Man. Well, they had them there before Avengers Campus. Now anybody that's cartoons is in that corner.
Cartoons, I love that word. That's what it is.
But from animation, we had Zombie Captain America at the Oogie Boogie Bag.
Did they put them in Avengers Campus or no?
That was in Avengers Campus, yeah.
Oh, so that was animated character in Avengers Campus.
Yes.
So take that, Jeremiah.
Well, no, that's different. But...
And then Mike got to see San Francisco taking shape.
Yeah. So the what do we call this? The reservoir, the Pacific Wharf Reservoir, I think.
Big retention pond. Yeah.
Yeah, it's drained as they both. There is also a refurbishment happening on Grizzly River Run for the winter time, but they are starting work on transforming this into San Francisco from Big Hero 6. There's scaffolding up. There's construction equipment around. So yeah, that process has begun, I believe.
Wow.
Have we heard anything about the closing of Bodine Bakery or any of those items yet?
I sure haven't.
I have not. But speaking of Pacific Wharf, there's a bridge right here. I wish there was a better view of it. This is what it becomes. So this bridge right here.
Yeah.
There is a rumor on TikTok that at one time, that bridge every few minutes would simulate an earthquake.
Not stimulate what? I think it would simulate what?
Did I not say simulate?
He said simulate.
Oh my goodness.
But he also said a rumor on TikTok. So
Jeremiah, I know you've been DCA since day one. Is there anything to this rumor?
No, that was never.
I think they're thinking of the Ghirardelli thing, right?
But before that, it was the tortilla factory. So no, there was never any. I've never heard, and I saw early DCA stuff.
I
think it
feel
went-
like this is born out of that restaurant in Universal Orlando.
People are confusing that restaurant.
What's the name of that place, Jeremiah? I can't remember.
You know,
Richter scale?
Richter Burgers.
Yeah, I feel like it's based on that because that has like those plates in it that used to. I don't know if it still does. Does it still shake over there? I know that
No,
was a thing.
It just makes a lot of sound now.
Yeah.
After a certain LP nearly had a heart attack, I think they had to tone it down.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that. Oh no, I totally forgot. Do not, just so you know, Northern California people who went through Loma Prieta, don't take them to places that are simulating earthquakes without their knowledge.
That's some warning.
I was miles from Northridge. Nothing faces me.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Mike,
I forgot about that.
yeah, on Friday, yeah, that story, the way he tells that story in Universal Studios is quite the treat.
Yeah.
On Friday, Mike, one of your favorite places in the world, an original from New Orleans Square, is going to be serving its final meals, the French Market. How do you plan to say au revoir?
Well, I already did today. Actually, I had lunch there. Probably my last meal ever there. Now, does it on Friday? Is it going to be open, or is it going to already have been closed when I get here? I never understood the. Are they saying it's going to be closed by that point, or will it still be open Friday?
Hang on, is anybody checking the refurbishment schedule?
You find out. I thought it was still open, but
I'm looking on the app right now.
Well, maybe I can have one more meal here at the French Market on Friday.
But why would you want to? A French Market's always like that. When they announced French Market, I was always like, okay, a French Market has never been the go-to for me for the best food.
It was
not best. It does have a number of gluten-free options like cookies.
Oh yeah.
So
and it's an original. It's a New Orleans Square original opening day restaurant. So that makes it kind of special. Walt envisioned this restaurant.
It's very nice.
Get into things Walt envisioned that are gone already. That
Jeremiah, why are you such a poo-pooer?
I'm not. I just wanted to talk about the Pancake House.
There is some history to that art there, so it'll be in that way. It's kind of I'm interested to see kind of how the look of the place and some of the visuals of the place evolve, and just the area in general, because if anything else changes in the area, especially those little shops, because they feature some art techniques and styles that aren't utilized very much anymore. And as I recall, especially in that perfumery location, that the mirrors there, that artwork on those mirrors, I think those are some of the largest installations of that style of artwork west of the Mississippi, if I remember correctly. So, in that way, you kind of wonder what the changes here will bring. I need to find, because I stumbled on a little while ago, some old Disneyland lines. Those are cast member publications that talked about some of the artwork of the French Market and the little shops there. I need to find them and see if I can pull up some of that information again. Because like I say, as those kinds of things fade away, it's good to just take a moment and remember, like some of the history and artistry that went into these creations as they move on. I mean, I don't think Disneyland needs to be a museum, but it's also, nice to remember.
Mike, you have had your final meal at the French Market. Also, hopefully you got your final mint julep too.
For now.
No, mint julep bar is coming back. Let's be clear.
Yeah, for now. Pause.
Do
you drink mint juleps, Mike C?
In general, I don't care for mint.
Oh, that's right.
It just makes me think of toothpaste. It just
Yeah.
tastes like toothpaste.
You're one of those.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered using a different type of toothpaste so you could properly enjoy mint food?
You can get that bubblegum toothpaste.
I don't actually use mint toothpaste, but I did for many years, and it still makes me think of it.
Neither
I
does
use
Gideon.
baking soda or whatever.
Oh yeah. Gideon hates
baking
mint
soda.
so much we can't even use mint toothpaste. He won't even use mint toothpaste. So he actually has chocolate toothpaste, I think. Maybe vanilla, but I can't remember. It's either chocolate or vanilla toothpaste. It was designed by a mother who is also in dentistry, whose children hated mint toothpaste. So she came up with other flavors.
I'll tell you, I tried mint jelly once, and the taste is still in my mouth. It was so gross. Have you ever had mint jelly?
Yes, I love mint jelly
Oh,
on a
so
nicely prepared
disgusting.
lamb. I love mint jelly.
I
But
am
then
not a
again, I
mint
love
fan.
mint, so
I'm not a mint fan, but I can't imagine being as anti-mint as you are, Mike. I mean,
This
it's like mint.
conversation, I want to go have mint
Mint-
julep right now.
It's like mint came and hurt your
But-
family or something.
I find mint juleps at Disneyland not appealing.
I love mint juleps at Disneyland.
Yeah, I'm okay with mint flavored mints.
Okay, so
Do
what
you like
about your
Andy's
patty?
mints?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Andy's mints are?
Andy's no.
They're
Have
the
you ever had
little
olive-
green. They're like little
Rectangle?
rectangles that are green, and it's like a layer of chocolate, and then a layer of
restaurants
Oh,
everywhere.
yes. Andy's like the mountain. Yes.
Not,
Yes.
not,
I
not
remember.
Andy's coming like Kyle
Right.
said.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I
I do
totally-
remember Andy's. Yes.
I didn't know they were spelled different. I thought it was Andy's like.
No, it's like the
Toy Story.
mountain range. No, like the mountain range.
And tomorrow.
You can get them from Olive Garden. That's what I know them from.
They don't have them at the Olive Garden out here.
They used to. That's where I used to get them all the time.
No,
They're not
last time,
anymore.
a couple of times I've been to Olive Garden. Why are we talking about this?
I've never been with family. It wasn't. Do you guys all know the best promo in the world at Olive Garden? When you're here, your family, but then they were closed on Thanksgiving. So, family, don't get crazy.
I feel like even the phrase Olive Garden is like sacrilegious where I come from. So I've never gone. I think I maybe ate at Olive Garden once ever, but
we
Hey, Olive Garden is the best.
don't have them
sorry.
anywhere near us up here. I think the nearest one is 20 miles, maybe.
Yeah,
I think, the nearest one.
but it's over the hill, so it seems really far.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel, you can get a meal, and then you can get a second meal for $5 to take home for the next day.
I love it. That's
If we're gonna just start talking about stuff, I will find a topic everywhere I go.
I like Gio believes that they should open an Olive Garden by the Fast and the Furious ride because it'll all be family.
Oh, that's very good, Gio. That's Kyle quality right there. But there's an Olive Garden in Times Square.
hey, you know who's in that new Fast and the Furious movie? Brie Larson, my old friend Brie Larson, and she's gonna be at the Super Nintendo World grand opening on Wednesday.
Oh,
I just
she
got
will
the I got the
slide
list.
again.
I got the list of celebs that are coming.
I thought she was a Disney lady. What's going on here?
Maybe she's just a theme park fan.
Mike Mac's favorite
Oh,
Italian restaurant is a
sorry.
little place called Capone's. I've been there.
Yeah, me too.
The show is mediocre. The service is.
We have a brand new show. Brand new show.
I think
There is no
Celestino's been there.
Marvel in this, so sorry, Cole.
And
You don't get to have fun. And Mike, you can still drink till nobody understands what you're saying.
No,
It doesn't
no.
take much.
Cole. Well, not to
We
name
had
any names,
so much fun that night.
but Mike
The
just
LP, just
Mike
for those of
slowly
you who-
falls asleep.
For those of you who aren't always here, the LP crew met up in Orlando, and we all head out to Capone's and had some fun. And we had a great server.
Right there.
That
Cool.
is dinner and show, not the pizza place that closed a few months ago.
So it was pretty epic.
So yeah, if you've driven the 192 and you visited Florida, you have probably passed Capone's.
Yeah.
And it is one
Or
of those
you've seen
dinner
a flyer
theater.
for it in your hotel.
Right. And it's one of those dinner theater kind of places, and
Yeah.
we lived there for 10 years and never went. We finally went during a trip with a bunch of LPers last year, or 2 years, I don't even know, 2 years ago, I think. And it was a blast. We had such a good time.
I don't know the website off the top of my head, but if you want to purchase tickets, please do, especially if you're going to be visiting this week. Please, just go ahead and head on over there.
Are you off?
There. Yeah. I'll be in Philadelphia celebrating tomorrow night, and then
Nice.
Yes, Jeremiah is one of the amazing servers at Capone's.
Yep.
We had a great time with him.
We did. We had a really good
wait, there's a character in the trees. What's going
No,
on?
an X-Wing is flying overhead.
That was a helicopter in Disneyland airspace.
Oh,
I thought it was maybe one of those UFO balloons or something.
right.
If
Uh,
you
What
have
other
any other
news we got?
topics we should
What
be
other
talking about
news
at
do we
this
have,
point?
Mr.
Yes.
Doobie?
right here we have. Did I lose it? Right there. Mike was there last week. What's going on?
Yeah, he's still missing today too. So Mickey, there was a platinum Mickey statue here at Christmas Tree Point at the end of Main Street, or at the beginning of Main Street, I suppose, in Disneyland. And he had a quote that everyone was angry about, so they took him down. We don't know why. We don't know exactly why they took him down, but he's gone, and he has been gone for several days, if not more. And we don't know if or when he's coming back.
I love this. I love the thought that they will bring him back with the same quote, but without the buttons on his butt.
Speaking of, it all started with a mouse. Does everybody know what tomorrow is?
The 14th.
Valentine's Day.
Oswald Day.
Yes.
All the Oswald line launches tomorrow on Shop Disney and apparently at the parks also. So there's no better way to start your Valentine's Day than with the rabbit that started it all. Really, it was a cat that started it all, but we don't go that deep.
I'm glad, Jeremiah, you brought up Valentine's Day, because I wanted to ask the two most romantic men I know their suggestions for a wonderful Disney romantic evening, whether it be a restaurant or a particular place to go or a movie to watch. What is Disney? Why are your ladies lucky enough to have you when it comes to Disney romance? We'll start with you, Jeremiah.
Well, I'm going to be on a plane to Philadelphia by myself, so that's... No, I since my Valentine's Day is pushed back till next month, we're doing lots of special fun things while we're in California.
Okay, you don't have to share what you're actually doing, but you can share what some ideas are for other people who may be thinking about it.
If you can, and this is probably one of the best things you could possibly ever do, is, yes. Oh, it got quiet. Book Cinderella's Royal Table for firework view. You're right there. That's a great one. If it is not just you and your special person and there is a family, book Ohana around fireworks time, so you get the great view, lots of good food.
Wonderful.
Epcot,
What's your
Paris, France.
What's your favorite romantic Disney movie?
I'll go with, just to stay on his good side, Lady and the Tramp.
How about you, Mike? What would make? How do you make Tori swoon on Valentine's Day with Disney?
Well, as you know, it's difficult for me to eat out in restaurants, but Disney does have a number of restaurants that have allergy-friendly offerings. I want to say it was for our anniversary one year we went to Blue Bayou and really enjoyed that. Every once in a while I love to eat at the Blue Bayou, but I don't think we've done it for Valentine's Day. Let's see. We don't really spend Valentine's Day in the park, so it's a rare occasion for us. We'll be actually we found a new potentially gluten-free restaurant in Burbank that we're going to try tomorrow night.
Potentially gluten. How do you find this out? You eat it and see if you break out, or what?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's advertised as having a gluten-free menu, and then I'll go eat there and see how I feel for the next week.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
I've been doing way better, honestly. I haven't really felt as sick as I have in the past with all that stuff. So, yeah,
and
all good.
Do you have a romantic Disney movie?
Romantic Disney movie. You know what? We both really like WALL-E. I think WALL-E is pretty representative of our
both are kissing up to Tony. What's up
relationship. You know, I collect garbage.
Oh no, I'm kissing up to Benji.
Oh, that too.
Question for you, Mike.
He likes plants. Yeah.
What's the most romantic Star Wars movie, or a particularly romantic Star Wars scene?
Oh, please, it's Empire.
I mean, you got to go with the when Han's about to be frozen in carbonite in The Empire Strikes Back, and they both profess their love to each other in their own way.
Not when Padme's heart's broken.
Yeah. I once professed my love in that way. It did not end well.
To answer Patrick's question, I just went through the. There is no date, and as of the last date that is put on, that you can look at the information, it is still listed as Tarzan's Treehouse is closed, and that's the
Tarzan's
March
Treehouse.
25th, I believe, was the last day of the refurbishment schedule that is active.
All right. Also at Disneyland, our own Tony Betty, the one and only, did an amazing article where he found all the references that he could possibly find for the various films. They say every film, every animated Disney film is represented in Wondrous Journeys, and it was his goal to find the references. You can find that article on our site, and he lists them all. Put a lot of time into that, watching all four views of it, and go check it out. Tell Tony you love it. Thanks to Mike Celestino for recording all four of those, I believe, doing the hard work in the parks.
I feel like what I would add to that is I don't know how many other videos he's seen of it, because I still think if I go and shoot Main Street USA again at some point, I'm gonna back up half a block and shoot that, because I still think we're missing stuff.
I agree we are. I can't remember if he looked at video showing the rest of Main Street, to be honest. I know we had him on, he talked about it. I just can't recall if he did or not. But yes, you're absolutely right. There is another half of Main Street where there probably is more stuff. So again, check that out on laughingplace.com. Thank you, Tony Betty, for that.
Just tell me where I can see the Black Cauldron segment, which area of the park, and I will watch it there.
That's what you're in for. All right. Couple other things before we finish out today. Jeremiah, you've been to Hong Kong Disneyland?
I have.
Have you seen? Oh, see, I know you don't like spoilers, Jeremiah, but I'm going to show this anyway. You can watch this. It'll be a while before you go back. So they're working on a Frozen Land out there, and
yes, I actually edited this together and put it on our Instagram.
Okay. So here's a view that Imagineering put out, a construction update of World of Frozen in Hong Kong, featuring drones. And it's just music. We don't need to hear it.
I just looking at this video, this area fits so well in their Fantasyland that is a very low theme, but like their Mickey's PhilharMagic, out of all the parks, they built Mickey's PhilharMagic to fit in that park, so it has this Fantasyland feel that kind of lends right into this entrance.
This looks quite beautiful, quite lovely, and that coaster in the background really completes it too.
It does.
Highly themed. Yes, Heather Sue wants to go there. It looks incredible. It does look beautiful. And every view of this with the mountains in the background is just so pretty. It's quite a pretty park.
Just walking in and looking at the castle and seeing a massive mountain right behind it, it makes you forget that it's built on a trash heap.
You know, without building things on trash heaps, we wouldn't have the classic Poltergeist movie. So I don't think that's something to put.
No, that was that. You're calling dead bodies trash heaps?
You're right. That was a big mistake. All right. In the world of cruising, the Disney Treasure being built at Wharf is coming along. It's still a long way off, but things are arriving. These are the forward bow thrusters, and then following up behind it is going to be one of the two giant funnels that make up these things. And I'm such a huge fan of cruising that whenever I see anything related to cruising, I'm excited. So showing you this video. You can see it all on YouTube. We have an article on Laughing Place. Check it out. Check out it. It's cool. So it's got me excited. The Disney Treasure, still a couple years away. Haven't even been on the wish yet, but I'm excited. Rebecca, you're muted. Unmute yourself.
As you're unwrapping. Nope. As you're wrapping up.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, you wanna sneak peek at where we were back in 2000? Just about this date. It was actually Valentine's Day, 2000. You want to peek?
Go for it. Is that the practically perfect Princess Tea at the?
Oh, I missed that. I did that once and it was great.
It's the Mary Poppins, but yeah, it's the practically perfect tea that they have at Mary Poppins. And this was back when the highest resolution that you could get with a with a digital camera was
Wait,
like
wasn't that
640
at
by
Paradise
40.
Pier?
It
Huh?
wasn't called that yet, but yes.
Pacific.
Oh no, it was Paradise Pier.
It was Paradise Pier.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
Well, no,
is now
2000.
a cast area.
Did you say the
No.
year 2000?
That was
Yeah.
the year 2000.
So
No,
it was
it
still the
would've been-
Disneyland Pacific Hotel.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you're right.
Yeah. That was fun. Oh my goodness. We did that with a bunch of people. And that
Yep.
was fun.
Not me. Thanks for the invite, guys.
Yeah. What's up,
We didn't
Mike?
know
It's
you.
on
Mike
over here.
doing?
I don't know. You okay, Mike? Here, I'm gonna take Mike off until he figures out what's going on.
Sorry, yeah, I was gonna show you one of the characters, but
Oh,
Not
okay.
Mary Poppins?
I thought you had to make a run for it all of a sudden. But those were cool because you got to dress up too for it. And,
Yep, they give you
with the
little
clothes. You
hats
didn't.
and stuff.
Yeah, they had clothes there to dress up.
It's so pretty.
So as Mike mentioned, there's going to be a live stream of Universal's grand opening of Super Nintendo World on Wednesday. It officially opens to the public on Friday, but the live stream is Wednesday night. That's coming from Universal on their Facebook page. Mike will be there for the red carpet and all the grand opening festivities. He's actually going to walk around all night just like this. Instead of he's just going to have the camera pointed up while he walks around. It's going to be pretty cool. Can't wait for that. I love this. This is what a live stream would be. Don't show us the park. Show us Mike and what's behind him. I could do this for 8 hours. Need to build you a contraption so it just holds the camera out in front of you. You just walk around.
Like a Google van.
Yeah. It just films Mike. In fact, forget the park. Just 24 hours a day of Mike's life.
He's muted.
Got some stormtroopers there.
that actually wasn't who I wanted to show you, but
Okay.
almost there.
But we have a destination. Cool.
It's unknown.
He
Well,
looks
Mike's
like
on
an
his way.
intrepid adventurer.
Silver Dollar City has announced a farewell to their
Say it.
He loved.
Say it.
the beloved. I want to say Fire Chaser Express. That's not it. All right.
Ooh.
Unmute, Mike. Let's watch this.
Very well.
And here's a picture of Mike in the background.
Very well now.
Come on, tackle him, Mike.
Do not tackle him, Mike.
Nope.
That was really cool.
Oh, I love that.
What do you do?
He corrected the child saying, Baby Yoda. No, this is Grogu.
Love that.
How would you like to work on a starfighter? My friend Kelly is looking for a good assistant. I'll tell her I finally found one.
I haven't watched a lot of these videos, Mike. Is he programmed voices or is it just a voice changer?
It's pre-programmed, controlled by hand movements like the stormtroopers.
Okay.
Say that when you're so close to it, Mike. That was
Sorry,
magic.
sorry.
Man, come on,
Sorry.
people
Jeez.
got the magic. Come on.
I forget that other people can hear me.
Mom, the mean man said he's not real.
Mike was thinking it's the voices in his head.
You look sharp enough, but I'd rather you stay out of my way.
Watch out for the person with a
You
lightsaber.
want to kill? I don't mind a little friendly competition, but honor the code. Very good. Thanks
Do
for the
people
message.
even notice him? They just look at Grogu. Like,
Wow. You want to see the picture?
I was thinking that could actually be Pedro Pascal in there. We wouldn't even know. How cool would that be for him them to have him do that like Johnny Depp does sometimes? Come and do Mandalorian.
please don't give people the idea that Johnny Depp actually does that. There's enough problems.
When I read this, I assumed it was Kyle who wrote it, and then I saw it was Matt. Very hard, some guests there, huh?
I don't get it.
Farewell. Hello, friend. You there. Look at that
Does
good.
Grogu ever blink? Or
He
is
does,
he
he
just
does.
like,
Frog. Head first. Much easier. They kick. What he
so
can't
is
do,
the
and
person
what
in the
he should do,
background
are
controlling Grogu?
clear the way.
Clear the way.
Thanks. Okay.
My guess is that Grogu is just on a cycle. Like the
Grogu is
mirror.
in a satchel, Mike. It's clear as day.
Oh. Can we just end this now?
We don't give Mike multiple chances. All right, that was cool. I'm glad that happened, Mike. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Fire in the Hole is the attraction at Silver Dollar City. Blazing Fury is what it's called at Dollywood. It's having a final season, although the way they talk about it, it will be returning in some form. But that came out, Silver Dollar City. That's such an amazing attraction. Wanted to make sure we mentioned that today. Universal Studios Mardi Gras is underway. Jeremiah has a bunch of videos and articles for that. You can go check out on our YouTube site. What did you guys think of the Disney 100 commercial from the Super Bowl? It had some park stuff in there. What did you guys think of it?
I loved it. Like watching it, I did get chills the first time I watched it.
Mike?
Lots of people I know got really emotional.
Yeah. What did you think, Mike?
I thought it was pretty good. There was actually more Star Wars in there than I would have guessed they would put in. But it was all like Disney era Star Wars, which makes sense.
Cool. Anything else from anybody before we close this one out? The excitement is palpable. I will see everyone. Yes.
I'll say I'm pretty psyched about this Super Nintendo World's grand opening on Wednesday. I've done a few of these before. I did Simpsons, I did Harry Potter, and they always they put on a good event, these Universal grand openings. So pretty psyched for that.
I am psyched for you to be there. You do a great job covering things like that, so I'm looking forward to that coverage.
Also, tune in Wednesday for a lot of the Disney 100 exhibition opening in Philadelphia.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on Wednesday. It's going to be a lot of live streaming that day, so stay tuned, laughingplace.com/TV. You won't miss a thing. Ring the bell on our YouTube channel, say notify me, so you get reminded every time we go live, which is a lot. I'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. as we do our morning show, catch up on everything. Yes, Moon Girls at DCA, that's also happening on Wednesday. I'm doing a Nat Geo thing, so it's a busy day. Why are you shaking your head, Jeremiah?
Don't ask.
Yeah, don't ask.
All right. We'll see everybody. Oh, and of course, tomorrow afternoon is Barely Necessities with Two Rebecca's, the merchandise show. So much fun to be had. Thanks for joining us, everyone. See you next time.